Hello everyone, my name is Tengku Mukris bin Tengku Zakaria. I will be presenting the infographic titled Minimum Wage Increase in Malaysia under the Employment Act 1955. This infographic discusses the issue of the minimum wage increase in Malaysia from an industrial relation perspective. It explains the concept of minimum wage and examines its effect on three main parties: employees, employers, and the government. In addition, this presentation highlights the importance of maintaining balanced industrial relations to ensure that the interests of all parties are fairly considered. The purpose of the presentation is to increase our understanding of the minimum wage issue and its implications for employees, employers, the government, and other stakeholders. Now, let us begin with the definition of the key concepts. Before discussing the issue, let us first understand two important concepts: minimum wage and industrial relations. According to the International Labour Organization, or ILO, minimum wage refers to the minimum amount of remuneration that an employee is legally required to pay employees for the work they perform. This amount cannot be reduced through an individual employment contract or a collective agreement. Meanwhile, industrial relations refer to the relationship among employees, employers, the government, trade union, and employer associations in regulating employment matters and promoting harmonious labor management relations. These concepts are important because the minimum wage policy directly affects the relationship between these parties and plays a significant role in ensuring fairness and stability in the workplace. Now, let us move on to the issue and its effects. Now, let us discuss the issue and its effects. First, let us look at the effects on employees. The increase in the minimum wage helps employees cope with the rising cost of living by providing better financial support. It also improves their purchasing power, allowing them to meet their daily needs more comfortably. As a result, employees are likely to experience higher morale and greater motivation at work. Next are the effects on employers. While the policy benefits employees, it also increases labor and operating costs for businesses, especially small and medium enterprises, or we call it as SMEs. To remain competitive, employers are encouraged to improve productivity and adopt new technologies that can increase efficiency and reduce operating costs in the long term. Finally, let us look at the effects on the government. The government is responsible for monitoring employee compliance with the minimum wage policy and taking enforcement action against employees who fail to comply with the regulations. In addition, the government should continue providing appropriate support to businesses to ensure that the policy can be implemented effectively while maintaining economic stability. Overall, the minimum wage increase affects employees, employers, and the government in different ways. Therefore, cooperation among all parties is essential to ensure that the policy achieves its intended objectives. In conclusion, the increase in Malaysia's minimum wage from 1,500 to 1,700 represents an important step in improving employees' quality of life and ensuring fairer compensations for workers. However, this policy also creates challenges, especially for employers, particularly small and medium enterprises that need to manage higher labor costs. From an industrial relations perspective, the success of this policy depends on maintaining a balance between the interests of employees, employers, and the government. Effective communication, cooperation, and consultation among all parties are essential to prevent conflicts and promote a healthy working relationship. Therefore, the minimum wage increase should not only be viewed as a financial adjustment, but also as part of a broader effort to create a fair, productive, and sustainable employment environment in Malaysia. Through continuous collaboration between all stakeholders, industrial relations can remain stable while supporting economic and social development. Thank you for watching this presentation. The minimum wage increase is not only about increasing salaries, but also about creating a fair and balanced industrial relations system. Through cooperation between employees, employers, and the government, Malaysia can achieve sustainable economic growth while protecting the well-being of workers.